Hello, let's do connections for May 4th. May the 4th be with you. But first, we are going to reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. So, for Monday, May 4th, how did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for his birthday? He felt his presence. I'm so glad it was Star Wars themed. I didn't know it would be ahead of time. All right, I actually don't peek. All right, which means I have to be really careful not to mess up my intro. Otherwise, this is already ripped. And I can't rip it on video. Anyway, what do you think happened on May 4th, 1864? 1864. Well, that sounds like it would be during the Civil War. Well, it says Army of the Potomac crosses the Rapidan River. Is that Potomac? I'm going to say Potomac. On May 4th, 1864, Union General Ulysses S. Grant led the Army of the Potomac across the Rapidan River in a campaign that would end the U.S. Civil War less than a year later. Working with General William T. Sherman, Grant devised a plan in which their combined forces would destroy the Confederacy's two major armies. Sherman marched against Joseph Johnston's Army of Tennessee, which was protecting Atlanta, while the Army of the Potomac was to battle Robert E. Lee's Army of Northern Virginia. Grant's army moved across the Rapidan into a tangle of woods called the Wilderness. Grant's plan was to move the army around Lee's left flank before engaging the enemy. The maneuver was slow going. It was the first of many battles that culminated with Lee's surrender at the Appomattox. I'm sorry. Appomattox Courthouse in 1865. It's so hard to pronounce random names of things that you've never seen before. All right. Well, I would like to thank the following people who started a new month. Thank you to Greg Frey, Soneflower, and special thanks to Kenny Fa for 46 months at the tier 2 level. All right. Well, let's play connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Marshmallow, Labubu, Radio, Chowder, Beanie Baby, Stove, Pitter Patter, Etch-a-Sketch, Teddy Bear, Desiccant Packet. Are those do not eat packets? Anyway, Doodlebug, Sweetheart, Hacky Sack, Control Panel, Softy, and Eye Pillow. I was kind of hoping we'd have a Star Wars category today, but I don't see one. All right. Well, we've got some weird stuff here. I don't actually know what a Labubu is. I just know it's a meme. Maybe Labubu and Beanie Baby are like collector's items. What else would be a collector's item, though? I'm also seeing Hacky Sack and Etch-a-Sketch, which could just be like toys, children's toys. I don't know. Hacky Sacks aren't necessarily only for children, though. What's a Doodlebug? We could just be using Doodle or Bug from it. Chowder makes me think clam chowder. Control panel is, Windows has the control panel. I'm not seeing under the like Windows features though. Marshmallow and Softy and Teddy Bear could just describe someone with like a and Sweetheart maybe someone with like a calm disposition. Let's try that one actually. Okay, tender-hearted person. There we go. That was yellow. Desiccant packet. The do not eat packets. I'm pretty sure. Maybe things filled with beads. The desiccant packet, the hacky sack, the beanie baby, and what else is filled with beads? I don't know if Labubu is because I don't know what it is. Pitter patter. Etch-a-Sketch. Etch-a-Sketch is not filled with beads, is it? Not that I know of. I don't actually know like what the mechanism is for Etch-a-Sketches. Like specifically. I don't think it's beads though. Eye pillow? I think eye pillows have beads in them. I actually have one that's filled with beads. Let's try that. All right, that was it. Pellet filled things. Sure. They just had to pick a word that wasn't beads to throw me off. Just so that I'd be wrong. Radio and stove are things you'd find in the kitchen. I don't know if radio's in the kitchen. I'm stretched there. I'm thinking more like appliances or The only thing I can think of is like Labubu, Pitter Patter, Doodlebug, and Etch a Sketch just feel completely different than these ones, and there's something to do with children. I don't know exactly what, but I'm gonna try it. It's one away. Okay, so maybe I should have figured out exactly what. Let's look at this other one away category: stove, control panel, chowder, and radio. Maybe we are supposed to use parts of these words. Pitter patter, doodle bug. Well, we've got doodle and etch. Doodle and etch are both just like ways of writing. So which of these would be that? Chow, rat, radio, stove. I'm not seeing how any of these would be it. One of these would have to be, and then one of these two would have to be. Lab, labu, pit, pitter. Maybe not. Maybe it's not doodle and etch. Okay. Let's look at this again. Stove, control panel, chowder, and radio. Things with knobs. If we add Etch a Sketch. Things with knobs. Hey, I got it right. Okay. Pitter Patter, Labubu, Chowder, and Doodlebug. Oh, these are almost certainly dog breeds. We've got a lab, a chow, a doodle, and a pit. Okay. Maybe familiarly. Yeah, okay. Starting with familiar names for kinds of dogs. Got it. Okay, that's a little tricky. A little tricky because they're hidden well. Let's see what difficulty they gave it. The lab is controlling some knobs for the stove. Okay. Or I don't know if that's a lab. It's some kind of dog. 2 out of 5. They thought it was pretty easy. Holy moly! So that is a huge disconnect. 38%. Oh, I didn't struggle that much on it. Okay. A lot of guessing happening too. Whenever it's just like a straight line down, like the mistakes are. It's almost like, hey, there's some random guessing here where did you get lucky? Did you get lucky? Did you get lucky? Did you get lucky? Okay, you didn't, right? Wow, 1 in 2, 2, 2, 2. That's pretty common for having a mistake. Also, I like that number. Okay. People are getting yellow first, green first, even blue first. Just I don't know. It's fairly evenly split. Even purple's at 7%. So maybe it's like there's not going to be a specific. Oh, yeah. So I want to look at the breakdown, but it seems like a lot of people got absolutely nothing. 31% of people got nothing at all. That along with the guessing makes me think that there's some category with 5 options. And people are chasing the one away. I wonder what it was. We'll find out, hopefully. 8% got only yellow, 8% got only blue, 3% got only green. Like this is not your typical breakdown at all. So let's find out what's going on here. Labubu, Beanie Baby, Teddy Bear, Softy. Labubu, Beanie Baby, Teddy Bear, Hacky Sack. Teddy Bear, Doodle Bug, Sweetheart, Softy. Labubu, Beanie Baby, Teddy Bear, Doodle Bug. I think we're thinking about like plush toys or children related collectibles or things like that, and just trying those. I tried this one because they just sort of felt like they went together. I shouldn't have done that though, because it was wrong. All right, so Labubu, Beanie Baby, Teddy Bear, and Softy for like plush toy is what a lot of people are going for first. I went for a marshmallow. I went for yellow first. Yeah, the correct yellow. And then after that is Labubu, Beanie Baby, Teddy Bear, Hacky Sack. So we're thinking about things filled with things, which actually is true. I wonder if desiccant packet is the thing throwing people off. Like if you don't know what that is, you're not going to put it in the category of stuff that's filled with stuff, especially when we've got stuff like Teddy Bear and Labubu. I'm assuming Labubu is something that's filled with stuff based on these guesses. I'm going to look up what a Labubu is. I need to know at this point. Labubu. Line of collectible plush toys. Okay, yeah, so they are. So like there's just a lot of things that are filled with stuff. And so getting yellow first helps because it gets rid of Teddy Bear and Softy. And then also understanding that these aren't just filled with stuff. These are filled with beans or pellets or whatever. Okay. Also, iPillow is not necessarily one that people are going to be like, oh yeah, iPillows, those are filled with pellets. Like if you don't have one, you might also have like a wrist protector. Some wrist protectors for like your keyboard or your mouse will be filled with the same kind of pellets. All right. Yeah, that seems to be the issue. And that's why a lot of people are getting nothing. Sounds frustrating. All right. Well, how did you do?